Welcome to Aging Graciously and Hilariously podcast, where aging becomes a delightful journey filled with grace and humor. Hosted by experts in the field, Sean and Bridget Smith, as they guide you through the world of health and wellness, sharing insights on how to age graciously and, most importantly, hilariously. Embrace the beauty of growing older with a touch of love, laughter, and expert advice on navigating the golden years. Tune in for heartwarming conversations, practical tips, and a dose of humor that will make your journey through aging truly enjoyable.
Hello, wonderful listeners. Welcome back to Aging Graciously and Hilariously podcast. I'm Sean.
And I'm Bridget. We are your hosts, ready to dive into another fascinating topic. In our previous episode, we discussed the primary causes of mortality in individuals aged 65 and above, with heart disease ranking as the foremost concern. Today, let's delve further into this topic.
That's right, Bridget. It's a serious topic, but as always, we'll sprinkle in a touch of love and humor to keep things light. Before we get started, we'd like to inform you about our raffle promo. There will be 3 lucky winners of $50 gift cards to valued listeners such as yourself. Simply subscribe and rate our podcast on whichever platform you're using right now, and then visit our website at graciouslyaging.com. Enter your name and email to participate in our raffle, and we'll reveal the fortunate winners on episode 6.
That's exciting. So, Shan, let's start at the beginning. What exactly is heart disease?
Sure, heart disease, or cardiovascular disease as the fancy folks call it, is an umbrella term for a variety of conditions that affect the heart. It's not just one thing, but a range of issues that impact the heart's structure and function. And when we talk about heart disease, we often think about the coronary arteries. These are the blood vessels that supply the heart muscle with oxygen and nutrients. When they get clogged or narrowed, that's when trouble starts.
Exactly, Sean. The most common type of heart disease is coronary artery disease, where fatty deposits, cholesterol, and other substances build up, forming plaque.
Looks like your arteries are having a plaque up. And let me tell you, this ain't the kind of plaque you want on your wall. This plaque can cause some serious heartburn, literally, leading to chest pain, heart attacks, and a whole lot of unpleasantness.
Just to give you some statistics, according to the World Health Organization, cardiovascular diseases are the leading cause of death globally. In the United States, heart disease remains the leading cause of death for both men and women across various racial and ethnic groups. And according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, heart disease accounted for about 696,962 deaths in the U.S. in 2020.
Wow, that's a lot. So, Bridget, what are the main culprits behind heart disease?
There are a few. Here are 5 significant contributors to heart disease. The first one is an unhealthy diet. Want to clog your arteries faster than you can say a double cheeseburger with fries? Then keep that saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, salt, and added sugar away from your plate like they're radioactive gremlins. Remember, processed food is to your heart what a sumo wrestler is to a hamster cage. It just doesn't belong. Instead, fill your plate with fruits, vegetables, and whole grains like you're playing a game of food Jenga and trying not to let your health collapse. Trust me, your heart will thank you for it, and you'll probably save a fortune on plumber bills for your arteries.
The second is physical inactivity. Want your heart to look like a sad, deflated balloon? Well, then keep your body glued to the couch like it's Velcroed there. Exercise, on the other hand, is like a magic potion for your ticker. It helps you shed those extra pounds that are weighing down your arteries, keeps your blood pressure chill like a cucumber, and makes your heart beat like a happy little drum. So get moving, you lazy bones. Your heart will thank you for it, and maybe even throw you a parade.
And then the third is smoking. Ever heard of a smoker's cough? That's just your lungs trying to escape the smoke-filled prison you've built for them. And guess who's stuck in there with them? Your heart. Nicotine and its buddies and tobacco are like tiny gremlins sabotaging your blood vessels, revving up your heart rate like a Formula One car, and bumping up your blood pressure like a jacked up boombox. Not exactly a recipe for a happy heart, right? So ditch the smokes and let your heart sing with joy. You'll be amazed by the difference it makes and your lungs will probably throw you a thank you party.
Fourth is high blood pressure. Does your blood pressure make a Ferrari sound jealous? If so, you might be dealing with hypertension. That sneaky condition that makes your heart work like a jackhammer on steroids. Over time, it can cause your arteries to crumble like stale cookies, which is a recipe for disaster. But don't despair. You can manage hypertension and keep your ticker happy with healthy habits, medication, and maybe a bit of laughter. So ditch the stress, eat your veggies, and get moving. Your heart will thank you and maybe even write you a love song.
And lastly is high cholesterol, feeling like your arteries are more like narrow alleyways and freeways. That might be because your bad cholesterol is throwing a party in there, building up plaques like a construction crew on a deadline. Meanwhile, your good cholesterol is trying to clean up the mess, but it's outnumbered like a lone janitor in a stadium after a concert.
Additionally, other causes also include diabetes, excessive alcohol consumption, stress, obesity, and genetics or family history.
Now let's move on to the prevention. Preventing heart disease in individuals age 65 and older involves maintaining a healthy lifestyle and managing risk factors. Here are some tips.
The first tip we have is about regular checkups.
That's right, Sean. Don't be that ostrich with its head in the sand when it comes to your heart health. Ignoring your health won't make it go away. And trust me, you don't want to find out about a heart issue the same way you find out about a surprise party with a cake in the face.
Regular checkups are like a pit stop for your body. Your healthcare provider can check your blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and other important markers to make sure your heart is cruising smoothly. Think of it as preemptive maintenance for your amazing ticker.
So schedule those appointments, get your checkups. And remember, your heart is the engine of your life. So treat it with the care it deserves.
And if you've been prescribed medication, be sure to take it as directed and stay in touch with your healthcare provider for regular follow-ups.
Before we go further, let's take a quick break for an advertisement. Just stick around and we'll be right back.
At A Touch of Love Home Care, we understand that home is where the heart is. That's why we're dedicated to providing compassionate and personalized care for your loved ones right in the comfort of their own homes. Our team of highly trained and experienced caregivers is committed to delivering not just care, but a touch of love that makes all the difference. Whether it's companionship, assistance with daily tasks, or specialized care, we're here for you and your family. A Touch of Love Home Care is more than just a service. It's a promise to treat your family like our own. We believe in maintaining independence, dignity, and quality of life for every individual we serve. Call us today and discover the difference A Touch of Love Home Care can make in your loved one's life. Because everyone deserves a touch of love. Call us at 203-927-7543 or visit our website at atouchoflovehomecare.com.
Now, let's talk about the second tip, maintaining a heart-healthy diet. Sean?
Right on, Bridget. Following a heart-healthy diet is key. Load up on fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and low-fat dairy. And for personalized advice, consider consulting a dietitian.
Next up, maintaining a healthy weight. Achieving and keeping a healthy weight can really reduce the strain on your heart and lower the risk of heart disease.
And don't forget about regular exercise. Find activities that suit your fitness level, whether it's walking, swimming, or low-impact exercises. But, of course, always consult with your doctor before starting a new exercise program.
Quitting smoking is another big one. If you smoke, kicking the habit can have immediate and long-term benefits for your heart health. Don't hesitate to seek support from healthcare professionals or smoking cessation program.
And for those who enjoy a drink, tip number 6 is to limit alcohol intake. Think twice before turning your body into a distillery. While a glass of wine or a beer might seem harmless, too much alcohol can be your heart's worst enemy. Imagine your arteries are like a narrow one-lane bridge. When you overdo it with the booze, it's like throwing a massive party on that bridge with drunken elephants doing the conga. Not exactly a recipe for smooth traffic flow.
Moderation is key, my friend. Think of it like treating yourself to a fancy dessert, not a whole bakery. Remember, alcohol can also interact with your medications like a pair of clumsy clowns trying to juggle eggs. So listen to your heart and your doctor. And keep your alcohol intake in check. Your body will thank you for it later, and you might even avoid some embarrassing karate incidents.
Managing stress is tip number 7. Incorporate stress-reducing techniques into your routine, like meditation, deep breathing, or engaging in relaxing activities.
Moving on to tip number 8. Regular good quality sleep. Establish a consistent sleep routine to support your overall health.
And staying socially active is crucial. A feeling like you're on a deserted island with a bunch of coconuts for company. Don't despair. Connecting with your loved ones is like giving your heart a warm, fuzzy hug. A strong support system is like a superhero squad for your mental and emotional well-being.
When you're surrounded by people who love and care about you, it's like your stress levels are trapped in a deflating balloon. They're there, but they're shrinking by the minute. And when you're laughing and sharing stories with your friends, it's like a shot of happiness straight to your heart.
So don't be a hermit crab. Reach out to your loved ones, build those connections, and watch your stress melt away like butter on a hot pancake. You'll be amazed at the positive impact it has on your well-being. And you might even have a few good laughs along the way.
Now, tip number 10 is all about managing chronic conditions. Particularly diabetes, effective management is essential as uncontrolled diabetes can contribute to heart disease. Stay informed. That's our next tip. This knowledge empowers you to make informed decisions about your health, especially regarding heart health and any concerns related to your age group.
Absolutely, Bridget. Tip number 12 is fall prevention. Older adults may be at an increased risk of falls, which can have cardiovascular implications. Take measures to prevent falls, keep your home clutter-free, use assistive devices if necessary, and stay physically active.
And as always, listeners, tip number 14, consult with healthcare professionals for personalized advice based on your individual health status. Regular communication with your healthcare team is essential for effective prevention and management of heart disease in older age.
That's right, Bridget. Taking care of your heart is a lifelong journey, and it's never too late to start.
And there you go. That wraps up today's episode. Before we go, we'd like to inform you again about our raffle promo. There'll be 3 lucky winners of $50 gift cards to valued listeners such as yourself. Simply subscribe and rate our podcast on whichever platform you're using right now, and then visit our website at graciouslyaging.com. Enter your name and email to participate in our raffle, and we'll reveal the fortunate winners on episode 6.
Thanks for joining. Till our next episode.
Take care, everyone.
This podcast is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice and should not be relied on as health or personal advice. Always seek the guidance of your doctor or other qualified health professional with any questions you may have regarding your health or a medical condition.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please subscribe and leave a rating and review. Tune in again for next week's episode.